Okay, 1 2 1 2. I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. And I'm here to do a Aquarius reading today. So I got your cards out here already, Aquarius. They are the Eight of Swords, followed by the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. All right, cross watches included. Wherever Aquarius fits in your chart, it's all good. You know, my motto is you could be here, you should be here. Why wouldn't you? So I feel like the situation at hand right now is you're in your head about something. And it's almost like the decision has already been made. The decision has been made. Like you've been locked in to something. That also has a lot to do with mental capacity. You need brain power in order to do this. I think the brain takes about 20% of the body's energy. Maybe more than that. I'm probably misquoting that. Or does it weigh 20% of the weight of the body? Something like that. I know the brain drains a lot of energy in the body. And this thing has been draining your brain. Pause, because that's just crazy work. But it has. And not for nothing, it's like you feel conflicted almost. You feel at war with your internal and external self. Reason being is because, you know, when you're in your mind a lot, you're inside, right? Pause. But when it comes to your five senses, you try to get external validation out of things through touch, taste, you know, even hearing the right things. You know what I'm saying? Someone tickling your ear or something like that. You know what I mean? Patting you on the butt or whatever the case may be. So there's a conflict within that because it's more challenging to enjoy the moment that is external from yourself when you're always up here. And not only that, you feel trapped. You feel obligated. I feel like you've locked into some type of either contract or some type of task that you said you made up your mind. You're going to do it. And what I'm feeling and hearing is this thing is probably tedious. Maybe got something to do with number crunching or just being technical. You got to look at. It's almost addictive too. The things that you have to look at and find out in order to make this thing work. But nonetheless, you're there doing it. Again, I feel strong obligation. Even if you're the type of person that was like, well, once I said I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Like I have to do it. I'm picking that up for some of y'all. But there's money involved with this. Like, I'm going to just keep it a bean. I'm going to just be flat out. Money has a large thing to do with it. But it's just uncomfortable while doing it because you feel disconnected from the rest of the world while you're doing this thing. And not for nothing, the thing that you're doing is supposed to have a correlation with the rest of the world, or should I say the external validation, the five senses. But you can't see it or feel it at this very moment in time because it takes more technical work and it takes more brain work in order to do it. So you see where that disconnect is? And it could even have you question or come into a time of anguish, like, is this even worth it? Because there's a lack of instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want to cook at home right now, like you got this meal made up in your mind, you made it before, you love how it tastes, especially when you make it. However, you got this brain draining project that you have to work on for the majority of the day. So you got to go get fast food. And you are going to get that fast food because there is no way you're making that meal that you want, that you desire to make. You could taste it right now. There's no way that you're pulling it off and pulling that other thing off at the same time. That's an analogy to describe what it is that I'm describing here. So you see the disconnect. Do you feel the disconnect? But the Ace of Pentacles following the Queen of Pentacles tells me you're going to be a pioneer once this thing kicks off. It's very pioneering, and although it may not feel full-fledged Queen of Pentacles of what you're used to, like this is for the people who spend an hour in the shower, you know what I'm saying? You put on all the glossy, glittery type stuff, you know what I mean? Bed Bath Beyond, Body Works, whatever the fuck that shit is called, Cinnamon Splash, whatever that shit is. I'm talking to y'all right now. And it's just like, now you just jumping and you jumping out. You know what I'm saying? When the time comes, that's what it's going to feel like. That's what it's going to feel like, but it's going to feel new. It's going to feel springy. It's going to feel like that's the way that it's supposed to be, because now, or should I say then, those two things, internal work and external validation, are going to correlate. It's going to be merging with each other so that it makes sense now. It won't be so conflicting. So it'll be something that's new for you. I kid you not. But a lot of potential to grow. For those of you who know exactly what I'm talking about and it's business related, this is going to be fantastic for you. You got to stick it out though. And not for nothing, it's going to take more work on this than it will speaking about it. And you know this. And with that being said, I'm out.